Hello, Mr. Victor.
Hello, bro.
We're here again.
It is official.
Yeah, it is official. All right, welcome, guys, on an episode of Football Intel. And this is the club friendlies. We saw our beautiful South African club, Kaizer Chiefs, go toe-to-toe with FC Twente of Netherlands. As you all know, they are currently in Netherlands for the pre-season training, preparing ahead of the coming season, trying out new things. And then today they lost 2-1 to FC Twente. I think we were just celebrating them yesterday for a great win.
Less than 24 hours.
Less than 24 hours again. They have lost 2-1. But at the end of the day, the magic sentence is just a friendly.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Okay, beautiful night of football. Beautiful night of football. Beautiful night of football. How many times have I said that? 3 times.
Yep.
Let's not forget that this team has played 5 games in about less than 10 days.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that this team, they are trying out some things, right? I was pleased today to see my guys. Yeah, my Diskit guys.
Oh.
The younger generations of South African football and African football. I was happy to see my boss, mind you guys, they started today. These young lads started today. From Tulani Mabaso to Mfondi Vilakazi, whom I am. I'm going to pray. This season should be his best season. It should be his best season. Then the new boy on the block, Lady Longwane. The 3 guys came together and started the game. Pretty good first half. Pretty good. Actually, yeah, let me start diving in, guys. If you have watched these last 5 games, you will understand one thing. One thing that Nabi keeps doing. In fact, he started that from last season. They want to hold the ball. They want to be in control. And he has been very stubborn about it. Not minding the team he's playing. And today was one of those days. First half ended. First half was about to end. And we saw that attack. For me, FC Twente, they are not a small side though. 5th in the first division of the Netherlands League. And when you watch that goal, you understand that there is a high sense of communication between the passer of the ball and the striker. In fact, the pass went straight to his head. As in, it was well targeted. As in, you know that these guys, they have been in a romantic relationship. The way he passed the ball, boom shakalaka 1-0. In fact, I could not. There was no. Since the defender, the right back, could not stop the winger from crossing that ball. I beg, leave Miguel. Miguel was right behind the goal scorer, and it was well targeted. Boom shakalaka 1-0. Then we got into the second half, and Kaizer Chiefs considered a penalty. The captain, Miguel, came in. First attempt, the goalkeeper stopped it. Second attempt, he buried it in. Then lastly, towards the end of the match, just when I was already happy, say, okay, if they can get a throw, let them get a throw. Let them get a throw. It happened. And that one I will give it both to the goalkeeper, who was not really active. But then you put more blame to the defenders that couldn't stop or clear your lines. You could have found a way to clear their lines. But unfortunately, that did not happen. At the end of the day, 2-1. But then, I will mention, guys, what I think Kaizer Chiefs needs. 3 things. After my personal analysis from game 1 to game 5. But before I get into that part, we should also note that within these last 5 games, that Kaizer Chiefs conceded 9 goals. We should also understand that within these 5 games, Kaizer Chiefs lost 4 times. We should understand that within these 5 games, that Kaizer Chiefs only won once. We should lastly understand that within these 5 games, that Kaizer Chiefs could only score 3 goals and conceded 9. Out of those 3 goals, 1 was a penalty kick. What does that tell you about the entire team? It tells you that this team, one thing that they need, starting from the front, is an attacker, a goal scorer, a goal poacher, a goal getter. That kind of player that when you put in there, that in most games, when he gets 2 chances, that 1 will be a goal. Bata, 3 chances, 1 must be a goal. That is the kind of striker that they need. Go back and check their last season. You find out that they did not impress us with goals. And we have seen it from this tournament. Yes, one will say that they just signed Flavio from the Indonesian league. I understand. But guys, it's a game of luck. It's a game of luck carrying Flavio. There are other strikers in the African league, African football, that we don't have strikers. They plenty, even in that South Africa, that can come out and pump in those goals. I am not saying that Flavio is a done deal. No. But from what we have seen so far, he might need a lot of time if he will click. If he will click. That's one. Secondly, Kaizer Chiefs, they don't need a defender. What they need is a midfielder. They need since they want to hold the ball, they want to hold the ball. Fine. You cannot be holding ball. You cannot be a team that holds ball. Go and check there. The clubs that hold ball, you must have a fulcrum as a midfielder that when he closes his eyes, he knows where all his men are, where he has mounted his men. He will be the distributor, the chief, the sole distributor of the team. That is what, right now, who is that person? Tell me, guys. Who is that person? You might say Sirinho. But guys, we know that there are issues. We know that. He might be a good player today. The next game, you'll be looking for him. So we need that kind of player that we are sure that for every 10 games, you are sure that he is the maestro of 7 games when it comes to the midfield. That's the kind of player that they need. I'm coming about the funds that can sponsor all this. But then, when we say this one is over-critical, goalkeeping department. When we say this particular one, no more, let's do it first before any other thing. But I think that the attacker is also needed. Goalkeeper is also needed. In fact, as with matter of urgency self, in as much as I know the money might be big, get a striker. Even you can manage with these goalkeepers. You can manage with Vuma. You can manage with Peterson. I know some persons will not like this one, but then if you have a goalkeeper, an attacker that everybody is afraid, he reduces the threat to your goalkeepers. He reduces the way everybody will come and, because they know that when they strike one, there's no goalkeeper there. It will just get into the net. But when you know that you have somebody behind you as you are going for that attack, you know that one crazy guy is out there. Once he gets the ball, it's boom shakalaka. You have to now curtail yourself. And once you have a team that scores, so far you are scoring, you find a way to hold your side. Bro, how will the money come? How will this money come? There are players that can be sold. How will this money come? Mind you, that this team, for me, they are overnumbered. There are players out there sorry that they are not supposed to be there. I don't want to call names, but there are players out there that are not
Surplus to
supposed
requirements.
surplus to requirement. Carry those surplus, make some money out of it. In as much as yes, you might not maximize in those monies. Then get some strikers, get some deals that you can spread the payment. Kaizer Chiefs is still a big club. Kaizer Chiefs has the #1 fans when it comes to South African football. They people plenty. So when you start playing good football, you know what happens. As a team, as a club, you know that player, the goodwill will start coming in. jerseys will be bought, tickets will be bought. As in, goodwills will just call for donation. They will come in. You're playing good football? Advertisers will come. Marketing businesses will flow. So you have to make that investment. It's not about let's try. See, I understand potential. I understand that there are players with potential. But not be only potential we go chop. Mind you, some potential will not potent. You know, go walk. Now you sure. But then we'll keep hope alive, because this is a club that is dear to every African out there. Yeah. This is a club that has represented Africa everywhere in it, and we want the best for them. Way forward. First of all, we wish you guys a safe journey as you go back home to South Africa, and we know that by next weekend, go and get that rest. Please, Nadi. Well, you yourself, I know that you are tired, sir, because it's not easy. Five games. I know that you are tired. Everybody should go get some rest from now till next week, I hope, so that they will come fresh and give us that football that we are waiting for. On July the 26th, I don't know where you will be. They will say we have started, but I don't know where you will be. And they are playing Toyota Cup. You heard the name, Toyota Cup. Versus Kaizer Chiefs versus Ashanti Kotoko of Ghana. You go choke. That is history versus history. Oh, you've not had. Oh,
they are coming.
You see that your television? I will not tell you what you use it and do if you don't watch that match. Coming next weekend, you go choke. So we are waiting. We cannot wait. Last season, you know what happened. This Toyota Cup was so vibrant. It was Kaizer Chiefs versus Young Africans of Tanzania. So imagine what happened that time last year, and what will now happen against, as in, two historic clubs. I cannot wait. 26th, we are locking that date up for Kaizer Chiefs versus Ashanti Kotoko. Bless up.
Thank you so much, Mr. Victor. We'd like to get your reactions and your thoughts to the match, and of course against the Toyota Cup, and of course the season in general. We can't wait to hear from you. If you are joining us for the very first time, thank you so much for being with us. We are glad to have you. Welcome to Football Intel. So hit that subscribe button, be a part of our family, because we just see this more than just content. We are family, and thank you for being part of us. Hit that notification bell too. Select all notifications so that you can be up to date. You won't miss any of our videos. A whole lot. I keep saying this on our episode. Football plenty, still a whole lot of football to be played. So stay glued to this channel so that we can keep giving you guys the top-notch entertainment that you need and desire. To our subscribers, our family members, thank you so much for being a part of us. We love you guys. Keep the energy coming, keep liking, keep sharing, keep commenting. Remember the importance of those comments. They help us know how you guys feel about our content, and also ways in which we can improve to keep giving you the top-notch content that you need. I still remain your host of Football Intel, Mr. Dominion Chooks. And of course, doing this with me all the time is no other person than my top-notch African soccer analyst, Mr. Victor Siokwu. We both are saying bye for now. African football to the world, and see ya bunga, South Africa.